Moving on once more with the Flesh and Blood show from 88 Films Pete Walker box set, we have number 4 in this series, which is Frightmare from 1974 as well. Following on from The House of Whipcord, we have another dark underbelly, terrifying tale of macabre, as we have two characters at the start here who have murderous cannibalistic tendencies. We have Edward and Dorothy, and we see the return of Sheila Keith again, who appears in a few of these movies, and she's great in every role she has here. And at the start, these people are being sentenced to a lifetime in prison.
That you shall remain in this mental institution until there can be no doubt whatsoever that you are fit and able to take your place in society again.
We've jumped a number of years to their getting out. Their daughter Jackie and younger daughter Debbie are living together, trying to cope with their life. Now, Debbie doesn't really know about her parents' history, but she is very much becoming a wayward child, reveling in violence, encouraging it, and loving to watch the aftermath of what's going on. Jackie is just trying to get on with her life, but her parents have been released. They're living in a small kind of farmhouse, and she is visiting them every now and again, taking almost raw meat from the butchers so that her mother can quell her dietary tendencies. And of course, we know things aren't going to play out as they are. Jackie's boyfriend Graham is a psychologist and decides that he's going to get involved in everything that's nothing to do with him.
The sooner they get that kid to a psychiatrist, the better.
Oh, well, here I am. You wait till you're asked.
He'll wait a long time.
Well, I better offer then.
What, now?
Why not?
And we know that the parents, Dorothy and Edmund, are slowly going to devolve into their cannibalistic, murderous ways, and they do. And again, it's another one of those films where it feels as if we are getting to the dark side of society. We are watching these hereditary traits be pushed down from generations. We get to see the failings of the medical service and of the judicial system by allowing these people who are not reformed to become back into society. And what I think I like most about the Pete Walker films is the fact that he's putting these thematics into the film. Yes, they're exploitation and they are gory and they're hitting on all the genres that are popular at the time, but he is putting a message into it. He's putting his own point of view into the films, and I appreciate the fact that they're more than just exploitation for exploitation's sake.
Help me! She's not dead yet!
You do get to see Jackie as she struggles with the situation she's in, forced to become a parent as her parents have been absent, raising a child when she is still a child herself, trying to control her sister's impulses, trying to control her parents' impulses. This thrust upon self-sufficiency of Jackie is a really interesting aspect of the film. And she is someone who's struggling to take control, is struggling to kind of hold everything, keep the plate spinning, and the inclusion of Graham, this romantic lead, is almost disruptive because he comes in there and he's going to fix everything for this woman, even though she doesn't need his help, doesn't want his help, and doesn't want to expose her past.
You seriously thought you could diminish her so-called killing instincts by pretending you were doing it for her and taking down these ridiculous things that you bought from the butchers?
It seemed to work.
It's another wonderful film by Walker. It's another shocking, destructive and deeply, deeply miserable film. Not to say that the film is poor or uninteresting. It's great. I really enjoyed it. It's just that this seems to be a rather cynical man who doesn't focus on typical happy endings in these movies. His exploitation are, yes, exploitation, but always downbeat, always destructive, and always leaves you with a kind of exhausted tiredness of just like, humanity. I kind of like getting that from this. from House of Whipcord to Frightmare. I feel as if this is getting to the real Pete Walker. We're starting to see what he can include in his films, and I really appreciate a lot of what he's doing. I'd love to know your thoughts on Frightmare. If you've seen it, let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and vfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.